Hello, it's me, Matthew. I am one of the co-hosts of Book Club for Masochists, a reader's advisory podcast, which is a podcast in which we read all these genres and types of literature, regardless of our actual interest in them. Every month on the podcast, we read a new randomly selected genre, and then we discuss things such as appeal factors and other related topics as friends and library workers. Everyone on the show is a librarian. We're big nerds. We've covered everything from gardening to erotic romance, true crime to alternative history. So we cover a very wide breadth of genres on the podcast. We also do formats sometimes. Formats are things such as ebooks, audiobooks, short stories, that sort of thing. And we recently added visual novels to our format list. And because that is the way random number generators work sometimes, it was the very first random number we generated after we added it to the list. So we got to do visual novels immediately instead of like 3 years from now, which is what we expected. So I decided to stream a bunch of visual novels because why not, I guess. And we will be discussing it on our podcast, that the episode that comes out in September. And if you can find it if you go to bookclub4m.com, which is right over, I can never remember pointing this way, there. Or you can just search for Book Club for Masochists in any podcast places. So Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of those places. And so tonight I am playing Can Androids Pray Variation Red. And joining me is...
Hi, I'm Kira. I'm a game developer.
And a friend.
That too.
Yes. So we're playing Can Androids Pray Variation Red. So there's two variations of this. There's the red variation and the blue variation.
Right.
And my understanding is literally the only difference is that one of them uses red colors in the visuals and one of them uses blue colors in the visuals.
They're not going to be like different Pokemon in different versions, or
I don't
maybe
think
different
so.
starter mechs.
I don't think so. I think it's literally just... This one is red colored and this one is blue colored. I have the red variation. Apparently, if you buy it, usually you get both of them. But I only have one. And I don't really know what it's about. Yeah, crashed Mac barriers or something. Can you read what it says at the bottom? Venus conf log something.
Black box, rec, noted, and then a date. Rec pilots, B, and something survival note, stability warning high. I like the stuff at the bottom and the stuff at the top too, where it's all like 1, 2, 3, retry.
I didn't
null.
even see that fuel rupture warning. So I think this is kind of giving us an idea that things are not going well for these Mac pilots.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get started though. Begin. Now when we start getting the creepy atmospheric music any second now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of voiceover here, but I'm not sure how loud it is, so I will read it out. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. This is very different visuals than most of the visual novels I've played before, like 3D graphics.
Right.
But this is like... Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. It's not quite low. Is it low poly? Would you describe this as low poly? Like low polygon count?
I'd say so, because you see a lot of like triangles and like rhombuses on the ground.
Blessed are the... Okay, I missed that one, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so it's definitely going for like a look, but it works well for the desert, I think, because it is just big spiky rocks and things.
Right.
And mechs, mechs and rocks don't have a lot of curves. Are these all Bible verses?
They feel very biblical. I think, like, blessed are the meek, blessed are the poor. Yeah, is this from the Sermon on the Mount?
Do not ask me any questions about religion. I am completely oblivious to everything.
I should definitely know this because I went to Catholic school.
Okay.
But
in the middle of the screen, is that an arrow? That looks like a
can't
mech
tell
was
if
hit with
they're
an
all
arrow.
real or if some of them are just sort of like tweaked.
Yeah, they might be. Who knows? That definitely looks like an arrow sticking out of the back of that mech, doesn't it? The one kind of in the middle. I assume it's a missile or something. It's funny. I read a comic a few years ago, and I read it and was like, afterwards I read a review and they're like, oh, it's so religious. I'm like, is it? And then like the point where I thought these characters had gone to another dimension. They had actually gone to heaven, and I just hadn't realized. And I was like, I thought they just went to another dimension. What's so religious about it? Okay, I'll be Beatrice, and you can be the other character, because I believe there's only two.
Cool.
Your fuel line's cut, dumbass. Can androids pray? Okay, your fuel line's cut, dumbass. Fuck my giant metallic body. How can you tell? Fuck you. Oh, you can be Beatrice, and I guess this is me.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Which one do we want to go with? How sweary do we want to be?
I kind of love fuck my giant metallic body.
It's like, I like it because it's both like could be something that could be said in sex or during a robot fight. Sure, let's go with that one. Fuck my giant metallic body.
Even if we didn't have to worry about corrosive air, or not having supplies, or not having long-range comms, or not having shit fuck all when it comes to surviving past tomorrow, we're doomed. My arm servos are locked, Private. Judging from the condition of your mech, you aren't moving from that spot either. No matter what we do, or what we say, or what we want, your fuel tank's gonna blow sky high. It'll happen just as the sun rises.
So we've got ident B on the left here, and ident CRT? C, I think?
Yeah, so B's gotta be Beatrice.
Yeah.
And then CRT, I don't know. I guess maybe we'll find out what her name is.
Carter? I have no
Could be
idea.
Carter. Should be beautiful.
Oh. ... This, I wish I've been screenshotting all of these. Because I think every game I've played so far this month has had ... in it.
Why did you chase it?
The soldier, it's our job. Why call him an it? They could have been a her. I can't remember. My option is number 2.
Sounds good.
I don't like referring to living beings as its. Why call him an it? They could have been a her.
Okay. Interesting point. Why did you chase her into a series of blind corridors?
What's it say on the front of this? Vencon?
Yeah, I see Vencon. Or Vencor? Vencon. And life says vital.
Yep.
You sent us after a 40 G9 buckshot HOA. No, HO9. In a fucking canyon.
The censoring of this is really funny to me, because it's like, why even bother at that point?
The mech has buckshot in the name. What did you think would happen? I blame you. This is your fucking fault, Private.
My name is Court, jackass. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. First one?
Yeah, I like to get our name out there.
Okay. My name is Court, jackass.
Okay. This is your fucking fault, Court. I do not want to die. I really, really don't want to die. And if I was going to die anyway, I would have wanted to plan it. I would have eaten whatever I wanted. I would have tried one of those Vert classic programs instead of rewatching Mecha Mates.
Okay, what do you think Mecha Mates is?
Oh man.
I
feel
my
like
mind,
it's like a... Yeah, go for it.
My mind immediately went to like Muppet Babies style show. With just like baby versions of War Max. It's like released by the military
for young kids
to make people like the military more. But maybe it's I don't know what else it could be. Yeah.
I would have tried reading at some point. Maybe not that last one. I'm having trouble with my imminent death. This ability filter seems to be picking up on that. On the bright side, I guess it will go before we do. Shit. I'm sorry. Want to know something funny?
This is really interesting that the only dialogue that the main character in this is speaking is the responses.
Yeah.
Sure, tell me, yeah, what? Just leave me the F sharp CK alone.
F sharp. I'm cool with the top two, I think.
Yeah, okay, sure, tell me.
Yeah, it's kind of like a classic game in that way.
Mhm.
Like, in that your character only speaks when you make the choice, and they're kind of a silent protag otherwise.
It's unlike a lot of visual novels, though, so...
Your little stunt saved our lives. Temporarily, but still. When you pulled me away from the engagement to chase that bastard, I saw something go off behind us. I didn't realize what it was until now.
Do you think these characters are actually communicating with text or by voice, and we're just getting text?
I think it's voice. I think they have like a comm system that's like linked together.
That's what I was thinking. How do you think these are actually
yeah.
censored then, though?
Well, he said like there was a civility program or something
but I'm
like
wondering
that.
like what it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think it's like where it goes to like beeping, or you can very clearly tell what the word is. But there's like a beep in the middle of the word. The Mercury Protectorate has a fucking anti-Ferrous bomb. MP sacrificed every unit they had in that crater to wipe us out. Probably melted us inside our suits. As far as deaths go, this isn't going to be so bad.
Oh, well, at least we're taking one of those MP fucks with us. Good riddance.
I'm not certain we did that. You know how chain of command works. When Captain Boronar went down, I had to pick up his... I asked for this detail. I volunteered to do something just once, and it kills me. Sure learned my lesson. I mean, fuck. Nobody thinks about the Mercury Protectorate. Command didn't project a single casualty. Vert networks were already fighting over the streaming rights. That's how much of a cakewalk this was supposed to be. We were supposed to stomp them. It's interesting they have this like television network thing in there as well. So someone was gonna like stream this fight or this battle.
I thought it might be the rights to remake it.
Oh, like a movie based off it or a documentary based off it?
I think yours makes more sense, that they were just gonna stream the actual thing.
MPs aren't supposed to have enhanced mechs. MPs aren't supposed to have giant ass bombs.
I'm just
I
thinking
guess
of
they
that,
do now, though.
that XKCD comic, which moves the hyphen whenever you use like ass in that way. So it's
giant ass bombs.
Giant ass bombs. Yeah, that comic forever stuck in my mind. Ass bombs.
Yep. It definitely ruined how I see hyphens now.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Am I supposed to do something? Oh.
Can't even move my arms.
Clearly, you can still chat. Hang in there. I mean, I can't move my arms either. I wish hang in there had like a kitten emoji after it.
Yep.
That's what it should definitely be.
Like a little poster, a motivational poster.
Yeah. I'm going with number 3, I think.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
Number 1 seems a little bit mean.
Yeah. I mean, and number 2 without the kitten emoji is just obnoxious. I mean, I can't move my arms either. I guess you could say we're... is there going to be... I hope there's a terrible pun. I really hope there's a terrible pun. Armless.
Ooh. Is that a pun? I'm gonna die with a harmless pun defiling my screen. Love it.
Oh,
I guess it must be text. Yeah, you're right.
No, but seriously, I dearly miss the ability to kill things. Ugh.
We can go back to the puns. I do not have a problem with that. And I guess we're in first person. Like, this is our HUD right now, and this is what we're like seeing.
It's interesting.
Yeah, we really are gonna die, you know. The air in this sector is toxic.
If only I could sing better. Britney Spears would have happened just then. Sorry.
Oh. Toxic. Without fuel or battery packs, our life support is going to run out.
Where do you think we are? We're like on another planet?
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, red, but also possibly blue, depending on your game.
Do you think it's an inhabited planet?
It doesn't seem like it. I mean, if the air is... Yeah. I mean, if the air is toxic, they have to have like some encased place to live.
Well, I guess it depends who we're fighting. If we're fighting aliens, maybe it's not toxic to them.
Right. We're fighting something that maybe has gender, maybe doesn't. Because I was calling them an it before.
Yeah, but that could just be, you know, war.
War. Pronouns. Pronouns never change.
That's so very not true.
Nope, not at all. Also, you're going to explode, so that's a problem.
Oh.
They used to call this planet Earth. I watched documentaries about it. The sunsets were supposed to be beautiful. Now that there's all this stuff in the air, the colors and light and stuff, it's to die for.
Sounds nice. This doesn't have to be the end. There has to be something we can do. Kind of overrated for where I'm sitting. Like, I feel number 2 is the option I've got to go with, even though I believe in this game we are in fact doomed.
But I feel like we shouldn't give up yet.
Okay. This doesn't have to be the end. There has to be something we can do.
I admire your persistence. We are totally fucked, though. Sorry.
I'm a little annoyed at this game, where these characters are apparently using text-based communication formats, and like it hasn't chosen to put in like future emoji.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like little mechs or little aliens.
The music has gotten a bit creepier. I'm not sure if that's...
Yeah. Do you ever think about God?
Not really, no. Sure, I think everyone does at some point. Why do you ask? What's your preference?
I think one of the top 2. Either not really know or sure.
My preference is not really no, so let's go with that one.
Cool.
Not really, no.
I think about God a lot.
I think about why we reduce these things to only being a, like, Abrahamic God and not any other form of God.
Right, yeah.
Although I guess we don't know what God it is in this context.
Yeah. But you're probably, I think you're right. I think they're probably not talking about, like, Thor or Loki.
Or like, oh shit, I can't remember any of the Hindu gods. My mind has gone blank.
Oh, Shiva.
Like Shiva and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I try not to, but I do. There's this person thing that can see everyone and everything. Made good and evil. Made the universe confusing. I keep thinking and trying to understand him, and it's... God is... What do you think God is like?
It doesn't matter if you can't see him, if he doesn't bother to talk to you, let alone fix shit. Why spend the effort? Loving, probably. I hate to think that a God isn't. I really don't think about it, Beatrice. The discussion we were just having is not an option.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm kind of feeling the third option.
Okay, let's go with that one.
Yeah.
I really don't think about it, Beatrice.
Okay, I get where you're coming from. Here's the thing. I think God is terrifying. I'm used to being monitored and judged by people who don't give a fuck about me. We're in the military.
What is this camera from?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because at this point we can see both the mechs.
Yeah. Like a drone?
A drone, or maybe the person they were fighting, or unless that's the blue one in the middle.
What's it say? It says active, far view, 3 ent, 1 killed in action, 2 crit.
Oh, so one killed in action, that's the one that they fought, and then 2 crit, that's these two, critically injured. We're in the military, and we've still got it easy. Shit. The Venusian Confederacy is just 1984 with an anime mascot.
I desperately want to see...
Yes.
Oh shit, like Big Brother Sama?
Big Brother Sama in Venus.
I don't know what they would actually get called.
I get apathy. What scares me about God, what keeps me up at night, is that God might care.
This one's gotta be a drone shot.
Increase altitude, something PC. That he's seeing all of this, all of me, and has feelings about it. About all of us. Feelings we can't even comprehend. A sentient mind that processes fucking everything and can do something about it, and does do things, maybe, but you can't tell when. Or maybe you can. But you just... You... At night, when I get out of Earth, I look up at the stars and hope whatever eyes or eye that God has brushes over me. I feel ashamed for feeling that way, but it's true. Stop looking at me. Stop feeling. Please.
So there's no way out of this at all. You got it out of your system? You done now? I think I know what you mean.
How you feeling? Yeah.
So there's no way out of this at all?
Not be here. That help?
No.
Sorry. I get snarky when I'm about to die. Shit, even that sounds sarcastic. I'm really not trying to fucking text. Do these things support Unicore text? Do we have emojis?
Oh, great. I'm glad this came up.
Yeah, I love that every question we have, like, is answered pretty quickly.
Well, my big question is, like, are these humans inside them? Like, because it says androids.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, what these are. Thinking face emoji? Eggplant emoji seem like not... This doesn't seem the best time for that.
Seems inappropriate.
Though I am amused at the idea that, like, hundreds of years in the future, we're still using these emojis.
Yeah.
Thinking
I'm
face?
cool thinking face, yeah. Huh. I guess that answers my question. Funnily enough, that one's super illegal on Venus.
I guess you're not allowed to think on Venus. Oh, it says up there, aerial drocam. Except
yeah.
Ariel is spelled wrong.
Ariel, like the mermaid.
Well, I guess, it could just be that they've named this aerial drone cam Ariel.
Right.
That seems like the sort of humor that people that run these things could have done.
When Captain Bornar went down, I freaked out. He taught me everything I know about surviving. Not boot camp bullshit. That's conditioning. I'm talking about the stuff that gets you through this life after an engagement is over. The day after day. The stuff you use to help others out, or others do it too. I couldn't believe that he was gone. And once I got to his body, I froze because I went through Cap's data log. It wasn't chain of command. I wanted to do something. I wanted something to remember him by. But I ended up finding... fuck it. I've got some existentially terrifying news. How do you want to hear this?
Oh, is this where we find out they're just artificial intelligences, maybe?
Ooh.
Soon, ideally. What, you mean like good news first or something like that? Just be honest with me.
I like soon, ideally.
Sure, let's go with that one. Soon, ideally.
Courtney, I think I know why we didn't really talk before this. You're an ass.
That could be any three-letter word ending in SS.
That's true, you're an...
Fuck you, fuck off, you dying conversation hog. The first one?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if these actually change anything. Fuck you.
Okay, you know what? The reason most people spend all their time in Vert is because for every 1,000 soldiers deployed, 7 are physical people. That's just enough free thought to keep any data processing centers from identifying attack patterns and slaughtering everything, while risking as few important lives as possible. Flesh and blood are scattered at random, so there's a good chance you aren't even real.
What is real?
There's a good chance everyone you've ever known and loved is a fucking simulation. There's a 1 in 43 chance that your life is a lie, and a 0% chance that anyone gives a shit. There. Take your soon and shove it.
I'm really digging the creepy music in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, what does that mean for us? That can't be right. You must be misinterpreting the data somehow. You were rushed. Second one?
I like the second one.
Okay. What does that mean for us?
It means that there's no way to tell what we are without dying in the process. If we open our airlocks, we die. If we don't, well, we'll die. But we'll die without knowing what we are. It brings up nasty questions I thought I solved. I'm not crazy, even if some of our conversation has suggested otherwise. I'm not crazy or irrational for thinking that something exists beyond myself that I can't see or fully comprehend. Look at that sky. Just fucking look at it. I saw how small I am in this universe and thought, something has to fill all that empty space. Someone has to care about us.
I'm sorry you're having to do all the reading.
No, it's fun. And you do like most of the reading for all the other games.
True.
I do believe that. And now I'm looking up and... when we thumped here, in what is basically our graves, I had one thought in my head. Can God hear circuits? It sounds pretentious and absurd, but I thought that. I felt tears on my cheeks and wondered if they were real. I just murdered a man or a machine or something. And I'm crashing here next to his flaming corpse, wondering if God listens to computers. Or does he just drown out the buzzing?
Do you know who Janelle Shane is? She just the AI weirdness blog.
I don't think so.
She had a book last year called "You Look Like a Thing and I Love You," all about artificial intelligences. It's a very funny book. She recently had a short story come out about rebellious artificial intelligence robot things based on humans that I really enjoyed. So just, you can read it online for free. There's like a podcast version as well. So I recommend checking it out. Okay,
nice.
Where is this going? Sorry. Where is this going, Beatrice? You're right, you do sound crazy. Let's say God isn't listening. Isn't that what you wanted? You can still be happy if he doesn't hear you. I feel mean, but I kind of think the second one is what I'm going to answer at this point. What are you?
I'm more... I think I'm more in the first or third.
Okay, let's go with the first one.
Okay.
Where is this going, Beatrice?
I'm going to open the airlock, Courtney. The sun's going to rise, and I'm going to know. For once, I'm going to know something. Will you do it with me? Please? I really don't want to be alone for this.
Okay, let's do it. I can't do that, Beatrice. Well, fuck all of this. Being an AI doesn't make you any less real than someone with a body. This doesn't matter. Number 3 for me all the way.
Okay, let's do it.
Wait, fuck all of this. Being an AI doesn't make you any less real than someone with a body. This doesn't matter. If they can have this conversation, they're real people.
It matters to me. That's it. I'm sorry. I don't have a better answer for you. To me, this matters. You know, I don't think God can love everyone. If he did, it wouldn't mean anything. You know you love something because you know what hate is, and fear. And love isn't any of those things. If he feels, if he's truly anything like us, he holds grudges. He changes his decisions. He can take things too far, or not far enough. I guess that's what I'm banking on. That some part of God is just vicious and petty and eccentric and short-sighted enough that he can understand us, even if we aren't human. I believe he's better. Last chance, Courtney.
I'm in. You can't do this. It's fucking suicide, Beatrice. I think I'm going to leave this alone.
Oh man.
I don't want to know. For whatever reason. What do you want? What's your choice?
I'm leaning towards the second one.
Okay. Like, I can't... Like, I'm still holding on for some, like, you know, last second save, which isn't going to happen.
All right. It's like, not that kind of story, it feels like.
But I have that hope. My character has that hope, clearly.
Hold that thought. Oh, there it is. The sun.
Huh. Whoa. That was sudden. So I think I'm about to explode.
Of the little bits and pieces of the Bible I read, there was this one part that always stuck out to me. It was about this guy named Moses. He was a prophet, a leader. Him and God were on really good terms, apparently. But when he asked to see God's face, God said he couldn't. God said if someone looked at him directly, they would die. We are already dead, Courtney. I'm not committing suicide. I really don't believe I am. I'm just gonna see him, Courtney. I'm gonna see God's face, and I'm gonna find out if he loves me. My God. I was right. It's beautiful.
That looks like a person.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now that is a set of choices. Open
I
airlock
love
or
that.
die.
Jeez. I mean, if die is the second option, I'd rather open the airlock, but
Opening the airlock. Like, I think it's die in the explosion or open the airlock and find out.
yeah,
And then explode anyway.
right. How are you feeling?
Well, die will get us an explosion.
Mm.
Whereas if we
But
open the airlock, we won't see an explosion if we're a human.
we might see the explosion through one of the drones.
Oh, true, true. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
But who is watching at that point?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Why? So why do you not want to know whether you're human or an AI?
I don't think it matters.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the dialogue we chose. We're like, if we're AI that can have this conversation, then we are
Mm-hmm.
people.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. Maybe I've accepted that as my character,
Mm-hmm.
that they're at
Right.
peace with the fact that they're an AI. But if you want to go with open airlock,
Yeah, I don't think that it matters in the sense of like which we are, but I'm just like curious to know.
okay, sure. Open airlock it is. Oh, now I get to choose ... Sending. Would you like? How do you see the difference between ... and like 6 dots or 4 dots?
Mm. Dot 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 dot
Oh,
dot 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 dot. I'm
oh,
not sure.
well. Hello. I guess I'm alive. Still. Oh no. Oh, we don't know. So our character knows and we do not know.
Interesting. That's cool.
Cool is not necessarily the word I would go with. Frustrating is probably what I would say instead.
That too. That too.
But yeah, but still interesting. Kind of a neat game. Like the thing that honestly frustrates me about this thing. Like I like a lot of the concept, but it binding it to Christianity is not interesting to me.
Right. Yeah, it could have been more like deist or like just like sort of neutral on which god it was.
Yeah, I think like if I kind of wish that a character had brought up the idea of other religions beyond Christianity.
Yeah.
And also like you don't have to limit it to current religions. To me, like I know that like this is not the point of this game, I think, but to me, I'm like, oh, you could have space religions. You know, like you're in the future, Earth is dead, you're in mech suits, you have artificial intelligence. Like, what about the cactus god? Like I just made that up. I don't know what the cactus god is.
Yeah, I think you're. I think to me the point of the game is like, I mean, dealing with that transhumanism stuff, dealing with whether you're a human or an AI, and whether if there is a god that cares about humans, so that they also care about AI.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's interesting. And like, sort of talking about like, if you believe in souls, whether robots then have souls. But yeah, it didn't have to really be Christian. I guess they use that as a shorthand to be like, here is a God that is supposed to care about people individually. Does this God then care about robots individually? But
Or the idea if like can an artificial intelligence be reincarnated?
mhm,
Um,
yeah.
that's I think there. Oh wait, what was the? It was it a? It was one of the Terry Pratchett novels that he did with Stephen Baxter, I think. Like he did the series of like the Long Earth, which is about like people being able to go to parallel dimensions, that are the same as Earth, but no humans live on them, basically.
Mhm.
And I feel there was a artificial intelligence robot that believed it was the reincarnation of some Buddhist person.
Oh, cool.
Uh, and like that was an interesting concept as well. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, that I would love to see more fiction done in that area. It's like where do artificial intelligences fall on the like um, the scale of intelligence of things that you can be reincarnated as?
Right. Yeah, yeah. Because if the idea is you're trying to get better and like go up a
Yeah,
step every time you reincarnate,
yeah,
yeah, is AI one step higher? Is human the step higher?
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Anyway, thanks
Hmm.
for checking out the stream. We're the schedule for the last 10 days is now up if you want to check it out. I was streaming every day in August, and then there will probably be more streams next month as well, but less frequently. If you want to check out the podcast, I'll go back to the one with the website on it, bookclub4m.com, or you can search for Book Club for Masochists on any podcast places, and you can find us there. Like I said, we're streaming every day for the rest of the month. Me and various other guest people. Check them out, and all of these are up on YouTube as well. If you wanna look at them there, and check out Can Android Spray Red if you liked it. If you liked it, go and buy it from the creators. Anyway, thanks
Hmm.
for coming by and have a great evening.
Hmm. See ya.